Being a crepe lover, let's look at the game day looks in the social spotlight. Ooh, gotta keep them waves on swim, got the do-rag tight.
It's a lot more casual when you're in the bubble.
Absolutely.
Versus when you're coming to the arenas outside the bubble.
Yes, roll out of bed, still looking fresh. Interesting shirt, TBJ. I don't know the significance of the fox.
I have no fashion.
I mean, you look great. You look great.
Thank you so much.
You know, this guy. Yeah. We'll get you an iron one day.
Damn! You can toss to the next one. You got the next one.
Let's take a reminiscent look on some of the past things that have happened in game entertainment this season. Let's check out the wisdom. Sorry, Dan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court the Wisdom.
The Wisdom, of course, we know are everybody's fan favorite. They're not all professional dancers, but their level of professionalism was amazing, and they've stepped their level up tremendously this year. One thing about that group that makes them so special is the passion that they have and their work ethic, and they do this because they love it. What separates that group from other groups is they relate to people on a different level, and they relate to everybody because everybody has someone in their life that looks like somebody on that court. It's either your mom, it's your grandma, it's your great-grandmother, it's your favorite teacher. When you see that group, because it's not the norm, they instantly get that underdog, oh, this is cute, but then they come out there and the music comes on and they're sequin jackets, and you're like, wait a minute, they are hitting it.
Let's make some noise for the Wisdom.
And I think that's our formula, and it works.
They are so much fun.
They're a lot of fun.
I aspire to be that wise.
I couldn't find an iron, just for the record. I looked for it. Well, so far this year, we have talked about development of the young core. That's been the main storyline, not only in the bubble, but even before that for the Washington Wizards. And one of the people at the forefront is Assistant General Manager Brett Greenberg. We spoke to him earlier on this edition of Virtual Voices.
We now welcome to Wizards Virtual Game Day, Brett Greenberg, the Assistant General Manager for Strategy and Analytics. Brett, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course, man. It's always a pleasure to have you in any type of facet, whether it's on a podcast or a Zoom call, anything in between. Let's talk about the bubble, Brett, because now the majority of the bubble schedule is done for the Washington Wizards, and the whole organization has touted development as one of the crucial parts of this process. What have you seen in terms of development from the Wizards during this time period?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. I think this period has been incredible for the growth and development of our younger players. I think that, we say sometimes we have to endure short-term pain for long-term gain. And I think sometimes we don't see the immediate results of that development, but the habits and growth that's being built and cultivated now in the bubble, we're confident will show up in the results long-term. So I think, if you look at all our young guys have had their moments in Orlando, and the goal is kind of to let them have more and more moments, and then all of a sudden these become consistent, right? And then we kind of get the rest of our team back and grow and keep building. And we think we're on track to building something special and lasting here.
We've certainly seen great performances from Troy Brown, Thomas Bryant, Rui Hachimura. They've all flashed some brilliance down in the bubble against some good competition, obviously with the 22 teams invited. You mentioned the long-term goals, next steps. Naturally, this is something that everyone is thinking about right now, especially with the bubble season presumably ending soon for the Washington Wizards. What do the next steps look like for the organization?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I think there's a short-term, long-term answer, right? Short-term, obviously, people can see that the team we have in the bubble is missing some key pieces. So I think getting those key pieces back with the continued growth of our younger players, I think mixing that combination will be really exciting for our team as we move forward. And then just longer term, really continuing to build on the habits that our guys have now. I mean, I think we've finished a couple of these games where our average age has been less than 21. So if you think about it, a lot of these guys aren't even close to their prime, not that, oh, they're in their prime or they're after their prime. So I think that, we hope we have we're building a core that can be together for a long, long time, longer term. So I think there's a lot to look forward to, not only in the short term, but also the long term.
Thank you, Brett.
Brett Greenberg, one of the rising stars in NBA front offices. Always great hearing his perspective on this Washington Wizards team.
And we have a lot of rising stars on the team. Are you optimistic about today's game?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks are very good, but here's how the Wizards can get a handle on the game. First, guard transition opportunities. The Bucks rank second in the NBA in transition opportunities and points added via transition. Limit three-pointers. Milwaukee ranks fourth in the NBA in three-pointers made per game. Then finally, defense in general. It seems silly to say defense is a key, but when the opponent is the best offensive team in the league and they're averaging even more points in the bubble, you have to say it.
You got to. Let's talk Giannis versus Rui in the player matchup.
Absolutely. These are two studs for their respective teams. Giannis Antetokounmpo is favored to win his second MVP award. He could defend all 5 positions. There's a reason why his nickname is the Greek Freak. Rui, he's averaged 11 points, 8 rebounds against Milwaukee this season. He'll probably have to do a little bit more to get a win against the Bucks this time. Now is the time to renew your DC-12 Club membership. The 2020-21 season will be here before you know it. To be a part of the action and enjoy your exclusive benefits and events throughout the season, renew by August 14th. Call your rep today or visit DC12Club.com today.
Thanks for tuning in to Wizards Virtual Game Day presented by Mountain Dew, the official sponsor of the NBA, celebrating the return of basketball. Do the Dew from wherever you are watching us, at home, in the car. G-Whiz is watching from the bubble.
That's right. First, G-Whiz is fishing. He actually, fun fact, G-Whiz caught the same fish that every other NBA player did. Watching the Cavs.
And hiding in the locker room? G-Whiz, you gotta get your game face on in case you have another mascot battle presented by Mountain Dew. Duel it out, G.
Finish him.
Did you see the cup drop?
Cup drop.
I love
Finish
it.
him.
Finish him. I know. Fango didn't stand a chance in that. But when G-Whiz is not battling it out, hitting the streets.
In this edition of Unexpected Treats, in partnership with MedStar Health.
Unexpected Treats in partnership with MedStar Health. G-Whiz has so much energy, maybe too much energy on them throws.
I would like to give G-Whiz credit.
Yeah.
The throws are good for the most part. The fans catching, I think, is solid for the most part. It's just sometimes there's some miscommunication between the two.
Yes. I'll text G-Whiz later, see if I can catch it.
Oh, wow.
Catch a t-shirt.
Have G-Whiz's number. All right, not bad. All right, Wizards, Bucks. Fun matchups before this, and we've seen a lot of points from these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most excited about for this one, though?
Seeing who's going to stand out. I feel like every game, one player decides to break out of that lull and show off. I want to see who shows up, and I want to see if we can try to contain Giannis.
Containing Giannis is definitely tough, but I think that the young guys can get something done here. I feel like Troy Brown Jr. is going to be the top performer in this game.
Ooh.
Hold me to it. So
Okay.
what? If you want to
TBJ
find
time.
out who's going to play the best, you can tune in to NBC Sports Washington. Coverage starts at 8 p.m., tip-off at 9 p.m. Watch and stream every game on NBC Sports Washington and the My Teams app. Bookmark NBCSportsWashington.com for continuing coverage of your Wizards.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Another game day on Wizards Virtual Game Day presented by Mountain Dew, the official sponsor of the NBA, celebrating the return of basketball. I'm Britt Waters. That's Daniel. Dan, do you see that? What is
it
that?
not? Do the do!
It's a steamer.
Enjoy the game.